Hi friends, and welcome to Thursday, May 7th. It is a little bit nicer of a day outside, so we are going to get to learn about some more plants outside today. It's not raining like it was yesterday, thankfully. So we've been learning all week about different types of plants, like fruits and vegetables that grow. We've been learning about bushes and bean plants, and we've also been learning about flowers. So I want to finish up talking about our words of the week, and then I want to learn a little bit more about flowers today. All right, so we've been doing these all week, so I think you can say them with me today. Are you ready? Okay, let's say them together. Seeds. Awesome. Hose. Good work. Wheelbarrow. Trowel. Remember, this is a type of shovel. This is, say it with me, soil. Remember, soil is a big word for dirt. These are pots. And our last one starts with that letter of the week that we've been talking about. These are gloves. Great job, friends. So, all those are things that we need to participate in gardening or work with plants. So I want to talk with you about some flowers. So does anybody know where flowers can grow? Where can they grow? They could grow outside in a garden or a flower bed. They could also grow in a pot, okay? And they could grow inside if you put them in a pot, as long as you made sure they had what things? What are the things they need? They need water, air, sun, and they have to be planted in soil. So as long as they have those things, you can plant them inside too, in a pot. And you can put them in a window where there's sunlight, and you can make sure to water them every day. All right? So I have some parts of a flower that I want to show you. So when a flower is grown, it has certain parts to it. So at the very top, what is this part called? This is the flower, right? That's the part that's the actual flower. And then under the flower, holding it up, is what's this long green thing? It's called a stem. Can you say that? Stem. Awesome. All right. And then, usually attached to the stem are some green leaves. And some flowers have a lot of leaves, some flowers don't have very many leaves. And then at the very bottom, what holds the flower into the ground? Just like all plants have these. They're called, what are these? They're called roots. Can you say that? Roots. And remember, they're like little fingers in the ground holding the plant and the flower down into the soil. So that's why it's important to have soil. So yesterday we learned about how you can plant a seed into soil. So I showed you some flower seeds, and in our book they were planting vegetables and flowers. So you could take a seed and you could plant it in the soil, just like the little boy poked his finger in the hole and planted the seed in the hole. You could do that, or you can buy flowers that are already grown a little bit that you can also plant. So here's a little flower that I got, and it's grown. It's got a couple little pink flowers on it. We see some nice green leaves. We can see the stem there holding the flower up. You see that stem? And then underneath of it, it's attached to some soil. So it already has some soil with it, and the roots are inside here too, if you can see them running through the soil. So I have a pot here. And it's kind of a plain pot, so I could decorate it if I wanted with markers or paint, or write my name on it, or stickers I could put on there. Lots of different things I could do to make this look pretty. But it's empty inside. So what does it need inside? It has to have some soil. Okay, so I brought my trowel outside today, and I put some soil on my trowel. I scooped some up, and I'm going to put it in my pot. Now my flower already has some soil connected to it, so you don't have to add extra soil if you don't want to. But my cup's a little bit big, so I wanted to spread it out. So then I can take my flower And I can break up the soil in here and make sure it's in there nice and tight and squish it down. But we have to be careful with the flower part and the leaves because they can break very easily. So you just kind of want to gently break up your soil and make sure your flower is nice and packed in there. And then you have a pretty flower pot here with the flower and soil inside. Now I would have to make sure that it had sun, and I have to make sure that I water it every day. And it doesn't need a lot of water because it's a small pot, but it does need a little bit, okay? And that's how we can plant a flower that has already grown.